and we'll do it within the rules, okay? Right here is okay, right here is okay. Gentlemen, let's do this.
London, make some noise. It's Mayweather versus Chalmers.
This is it, the main event of the evening. Floyd Mayweather is in the house, he's in the country, he's boxing here for the very first time at the O2 Arena. Joining Daly and I is Sonny Edwards, and Sonny, the first chance for the British public to see him on home soil.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, probably a few years too late, but I mean, you can feel it in here, you can feel the atmosphere. As soon as Floyd got into the venue and got into the arena, and the crowds come around the ring, and a shot lands there straight away for Floyd.
And Daly, you've seen this man up close before. You went with Deji abroad here. You know better than us, either of us, what it's like to be around this sort of circus. It's incredible with these guys that come with him.
Yes, phenomenal, man. What can I say? He's a legend, one of the best, if not the best fighter that ever lived. And everyone needs to appreciate him why he's still doing this, man, seriously, because he's absolutely legend, absolute legend.
Nice and sharp with the jab. It's the way that he sets his feet, Floyd. Throughout his career, he always controls the range. He gets to the edge of it where he feels comfortable defending and where he feels comfortable attacking.
Now, one thing I need to point out, this is actually 6 two-minute rounds, not the 8 as mentioned. But another thing I'd like to say is I think Aaron Chalmers came in with the right attitude. I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather, and he's realizing what he's up against. So he said, I'm just going to take the risks. I'm against the greatest.
Well, that was a good right hand that landed over the top there, and you saw the reaction from Chalmers. I'm loving his shorts, though. It's like he's gone for an old Kronk style or something similar.
I'm loving being close up watching this. This is his first fight in the UK. I reckon he's going to go some rounds, you know, give the people what they want. But I really think he's going to turn it on in this fight.
But Daly, you've got to admire Aaron's attitude. He knows what he's up against. He knows what he's facing. He said he felt Deji showed too much respect. He's going to go in there and just do his best. You can't fault his attitude.
No, you can't. And that's all you can do against Floyd Mayweather. Go in there with the right mindset. I've got nothing to lose, so I'm just going to lay it all on the line.
And Sonny, we already saw some incredible shots there with that timing still intact, it seems.
He doesn't really ever need to get out of first gear, does he? I mean, we've seen him go 50-0. And it's so beautiful to watch a master controlling the ring. Yes, I said it before, he's not at his peak. He's still got his mind. His mind is still sharp. You can see that his body is still moving the way it should do. It's reacting the way it should do. He's finding the range the way he should. You know, I think sometimes when you're that good, boxing's like a bicycle, and I think he'll be fighting till he's 70 if he wants to.
Well, Daly, look at those shots, and picking up on what Sonny says, you can't really argue, can you?
No, you can't argue. And one of the best things that I saw in his career is how calm he is in between rounds. Not a lot of boxers can do that, but he's so calm in between rounds. Nothing phases Floyd Mayweather.
Well, I think when you have no doubt in your mind, I think 50 times, 50-0, he probably didn't think he lost many fights as an amateur either. He probably thinks and always has felt that he's one of the most perfect all-round fighters that there is, and from this position, it's probably hard to disagree with him for the most part.
What's hard to disagree with is we often see records, but look at the names on that record. It's a who's who of boxing greats.
And people don't understand how impressive. Just seeing the final bell 50 times without getting an injury, without getting a cut, without getting a technical draw, that shows the mastery just as much as the owner.
And Daly, I know we want to focus on the fight, but I've written here Cotto, Mosley, De La Hoya, Gatti, Canelo, Hatton, Pacquiao, Judah, Castillo, Maidana.
I've seen them all. I've seen them all.
They're names. They're not just names. Each one of those has made their mark.
Yeah, one of the best fights I saw Floyd in was against Arturo Gatti. That absolutely blew my mind, the way he dismantled Gatti like that.
He's dropping his lead hand, and as soon as Chalmers holds his feet and adjusts, he's finding that right hand over the top. He found it a couple of times there.
This is like education for me, being up close like this. You know, obviously I've studied him my whole life, but to see it up close like this, you just see what a genius Floyd Mayweather is.
And it's the little nuances. It's the way he slightly adjusts his feet, slightly adjusts. It's never big movements, it's never grand movements in case he needs, unless he needs to, sorry. It's always minute little micro fixes, and then he gets the shot off, then he smiles and laughs at it.
And Aaron Chalmers smiled as well. I think, you know, he said Deji showed him too much respect, but I think Aaron Chalmers is actually going, oh my God, I'm in here with Floyd Mayweather. You see with that big smile when he gets hit or he misses, he's like saying, wow, that was Floyd Mayweather that hit me. I think he's falling into exactly the same trap with that right hand again, and he smiles, as Deji did.
And that right hand is still lethal. It's still sharp, lightning quick, the timing. You know, so despite that, he isn't fighting competitive anymore, despite his age. Just like as Sonny said, his mind is still there, his sharpness is still there, his timing is still there.
I think he still expects perfect rounds. I know it was his birthday the other day and he's getting on, but he still expects perfect rounds. He still doesn't expect to be taking a shot. You can see he's still approaching this from a roundabout the way he did his whole professional career. He doesn't want that one shot. That's not good enough for Floyd Mayweather.
Look at this. We were talking earlier about balance and footwork, and everything we were talking to comes into fruition perfectly at the end of this incredible card with this man. Everything you were talking about, Daly, is there personified. It's just there.
Yeah, and he's shown that all his career. It's not just here. He's shown it at the highest level against fighters at the highest level.
I would really like to see Chalmers step on it a little bit here. I would like to see him.
Sonny, this is what he said he was going to do, but I feel just like everyone else, he's been caught in that snare. And when he realizes the beauty of the movement of the man in front of him and how hard he is to hit cleanly, Aaron said, I'm going to go for it and I'm going to really put him under pressure because I've got nothing to lose. And he was right.
Well, I think the problem he's facing is every time he starts thinking about getting to range, Floyd just adjusts his feet backwards. So then he's got to think about adjusting his feet again and then thinking about the punch. In that thought process, Floyd has hit him with one or two.
Daly, this is what you were saying earlier about that American style that he epitomizes best, that constant movement, and suddenly you're caught.
Yeah, and, you know, Johan Ingram, you know what I mean? We were watching him, and you can see in
the
Ingram,
influence.
the influence. Yeah. He's teasing with the low hand. What I like about Floyd, he shows so many different looks, you know, and that draws the opponent into making mistakes.
Doubles up with a 1-2 through the middle, lands the second time, follows up with a lead hook.
And Sonny, that was because Aaron did what you said. He walked forward and he almost clipped Floyd. And it was like, say, if you've got the audacity to do that, this is what you're getting back.
Yeah, it's like the closer he's getting, the harder he's getting hit.
And as I was saying earlier, that this is the kind of jab I like. I love Floyd Mayweather's jab. It's a stinging jab. And I know he doesn't do 12 rounds anymore, but when he was doing 12-round fights, if you keep stinging someone with a jab like that, round by round by round, you're going to break that person down. You're going to take their heart from them.
I want to pick up on something else you said, Daly, because I think he's proving your words here. He knows it's the first time in the UK. He knows everybody is here for one simple reason, to see him. And he's giving us that variety, that range. We've seen how he can unload still, even at 46, how he can unload. But I have to agree with you. I think he's doing this for the fans, saying, let's give you what you want.
He is. You know, Floyd Mayweather has never boxed in the UK before. So why is he going to come to the UK just to coast the exhibition? He's really going to want to show something in this fight.
See Floyd and Aaron exchanging a few words there. I think Aaron half went, that was a bit out of order. I think in no uncertain terms, Floyd told him where to go.
Yeah, we're seeing that there.
You're right, but I'll tell you what else. I'm watching the replays here, but while I'm watching the replays, I can't help but look at Sonny. He's beaming. He's sat here, and he's just had a smile the whole bout.
I think we both had smiles from the ring walk.
I don't think you know what this is doing for my CV.
But Daly, picking one, you said, I think he knows exactly what he's doing in giving this British public what he's giving them, which makes me in awe of him even more. To have that back in the back of your head while you're in a bout and still think about, what can I do to please the crowd? What do they want to see? What's that? When we talk about ring generalship, that takes on so many aspects. And this is just another one of them.
Yeah, and I'm glad he's fighting like this. And every up-and-coming boxer needs to be watching this and taking some vital notes.
As you said that, the most perfect jab snaps into Chalmers' face.
Well, this style's got longevity. This style goes 20 years, 30 years. This style doesn't run out after 4 or 5 hard firefights.
And that's why he still looks sharp at this age.
Made his debut at 19. He retired the year Chalmers started his career.
Looks the other way around right now, doesn't it?
Unbelievable. And as you said, what a joy to see so close up.
I am enjoying what Chalmers is showing there. He's showing he's not reluctant to try and let his hands go. He's getting to the target. He's trying to load up with that right hand and find it.
Yeah, he's having a go. He's having a go, and that's what we can ask.
But I think it's the willingness to keep having a go that makes it a bit easier to read for Floyd. I think Floyd knows as soon as he gets there, he holds his feet, he's coming with a double jab, the right hand over the top.
Sonny, this is what Daly and I were discussing before the bout, weren't we? That Chalmers was tailor-made for what Floyd Mayweather wanted. He'd love that style coming forward like that.
Who isn't tailor-made for Floyd?
Think about all the different styles that he's been in, that he's faced, you know. Unbelievable. Oh, good body shot there.
But again, Chalmers steps forward and steps forward, trying to push the
Daly and I were saying beforehand, one thing you can't take from Chalmers is his dedication, his determination. He gets a lot of flack on social media, he gets a lot of bad comments, but he pushes them to one side and trains as hard. This man tries to take, he may never be a Floyd Mayweather, let's get that straight, but he tries to be the best he can. He ignores all the criticism and just tries to be the best he can. And you can't fault his cardio, he looks in great shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, like I'm really appreciating his effort, and genuinely, I think the little questions he is posing Floyd is making him sharpen up that little bit more. We've seen a couple of exhibitions with Floyd, but I don't think he's looked as sharp as this. Maybe it's because it's the first time in the UK, but maybe it's because Aaron's just giving him that extra thing to react to and get caught with.
Sonny Daly said exactly the same thing to me, so I'm going to let the man talk, because he said to me, you're going to see a different Mayweather tonight. You had it spot on, Daly.
Yeah, I've said it all along that if you're fighting in the UK for the first ever time, he's not just going to come here and just play around, you know what I mean? He's really going to want to put on a show, and that's what he's doing tonight. He's got 2 more rounds. I think he keeps turning it up a little bit more as we go into this 5th round. And it already started with a right uppercut.
Daly says that the uppercut comes straight in. He stays in the pocket, jumps. The head snaps back again.
Those jabs, that's what I'm saying. The jab take you around the world. If you see what he does, he go from a high guard to a low guard. He'll snap the jab, he'll touch, feel him out. He knows where he's at all times. There's the high guard again.
And it's good to see some experience in Chalmers' corner. You've got Michael Conlon, former Olympian, former Irish boxing hero, world title challenger. He's there offering his advice, but what are you telling Chalmers at this point in the fight?
I think it goes beyond that, actually. It shows that Chalmers, as I said, always takes his training camp seriously, looks for the best people he can find to try and educate him and build him. You've got to respect him for that, as the left hook comes in on such a beautiful angle.
And that was the type of left hook that dropped Juan Manuel Marquez. That lead left hook.
And it's just a little drop of the lead hand that brings it round. Takes their eye off it.
There's it. There he is. There's that high guard again, that teasing high guard.
Look at Chalmers' face, big grin. He doesn't know what... He's saying, I know what you want me to do, but I really don't want to do it. He puts you in a situation, doesn't he? Because you know if you come forward all aggressive, you're going to be counted. If you don't... You saw the way he came forward with that left hook. It's just, what do you do against this man? And Chalmers' face really showed that.
And again, that classic vintage lateral movement. See how Floyd so effortless. He drops down to the side, adjusts his feet, stays there if he needs to, and then moves again. Has a talk to the corner and takes centre of the ring.
I think he was actually talking to the cameraman as well. And look, he's saying, look, did you see that? Oh,
Masterful, masterful.
Listen to the crowd's response.
I know, Sonny, you like that.
Sonny, there's few men that can get away with that and get the audience to absolutely love it.
I don't know, that was so cheeky. I think the ref should take a point off us. Oh, he's going for the ring card girl now.
Daly, he's just loving the atmosphere. He's loving being here. He's loving being at the O2. This is a man in total control of his environment.
I mean, it was the man's birthday yesterday, you know, so he's using this whole weekend to party, trust me. Straight after this fight, he's going out. He's going out.
And And Sonny, I don't think there's any doubt. He was partying yesterday, probably.
Yeah, and probably the day before that. And probably tonight. And probably tomorrow.
Last round. Let's see if he does, like Daly says, just bring it up one extra notch here to really give the crowd what they wanted.
Close the show, close the show.
Well, one thing I know for sure is definitely getting the party started here in the break just before the 6th round.
Yes, the crowd absolutely loving him.
Oh, that jab.
Be interested to try and see if Floyd will push to close out the show.
He's having a chat with Aaron's corner.
I think he wants Aaron to throw a shot here. Look, he's got his eye on him. He's not switching. This is so easy.
Hit me when you want to, he said to Aaron.
I don't think Aaron thinks he's lying right now either.
Oh, that's that off-rhythm jab.
I think Floyd wished for the extra 2 rounds now. I think he's really enjoying himself in there.
Do you know what, Sonny? I agree with you. I don't want it to end. I don't want this to be the final round.
I know you call them exhibitions, and I know a lot of people, you know, they try and stay away from them, but this is entertainment. Seeing Floyd rolling back the years.
Well, Sonny, we mentioned, didn't we, Daly, in the changing rooms before, boxers right through the years from the 20s, 30s onwards went on exhibition tours. Top champions back in the day went on exhibition tours into small towns.
Exactly. So why can't he?
And of course, it's nothing new, so a big shout out to Zeus Network, the Money Team, Front Row Fight Series for bringing this event into the last, 30 seconds now, and I think Floyd has put on a clinic.
And I've experienced, you know, these exhibitions with him. He just wants to have fun. It's not necessarily he wants to knock these opponents out. It's about giving the fans what they want.
So what happened with Edgy then?
Do you know what? Let's credit Aaron Chalmers. He's retained his focus, he's retained his effort, he's carried on trying. He's not let the occasion get to him. I think he comes out of this all the better.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, are they going more rounds? I thought it was
He's
6.
pointing at his hand. It was only 6. It was meant to be 6, but
8.
on the TV broadcast it said 6. I saw 8 before, and they said 8 on the announcement. Maybe there's 2 more rounds.
We were told it was 6, but do you know what? Let's get it straight. I'm not going to complain.
I'm not going to complain. Floyd's having fun.
Well, looks like we're going again.
Oh, yeah, that's made my night even more.
Who's going to complain at extra rounds? And again, Sonny, full credit to Aaron Chalmers. He's still there, fit as a butcher's dog.
Do you know what? Interestingly enough, it looked like Floyd was more unhappy with the extra round. It looked like Floyd was pointing at his thumb there. I don't know what or why, but both stalls come in, so the corners must have felt it was an 8-round fight.
Which is great for us. And Aaron's going for it. Fair credit to him. This is what he said he'd do. Come on, Aaron. Let's push it.
The more he pushes it, though, the more openings Floyd will find.
But he can't lose. He'll be a
can't.
Spartan. He'll go out on his shield.
Exactly.
People go, well done, Aaron.
I mean, he's wearing the Kronk shorts, man. So.
And I mean, there's not many world-level fighters that have been 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, so if Chalmers can get out to the final bell here, I think that's an accomplishment in itself.
Oh, he's letting his hands go in this round now, Chalmers.
Still, he finds the gloves in the arms, the inside of the arms.
Oh, now he's talking. Oh, good uppercut.
He's a very, very shrewd person, Aaron Chalmers. He's very sensible and intelligent, and all his pre-fight talk wasn't trashing Floyd Mayweather. He hinted about maybe that somebody will beat him in an exhibition when age finally catches up with him, but he said, look, I'm a late replacement. I've come in at short notice. I can't lose. I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather. He knew exactly what this bout was about.
Yeah. And you see now Floyd, he's really giving these UK fans a treat here. He's stepping it up now. Keeps catching Chalmers
the
with
right
that
hand
right
that
hand.
time, Daly.
Yeah, beautiful right hand. The timing is still there, even at his age. The timing is beautiful. And there's another famous jab to the pit of the stomach. Floyd's done that his whole career. That jab to the stomach, I remember when he was doing it against Diego Corrales over and over. Diego Corrales got used to that, him doing the jab to the body, and then up come the left hook and over Diego Corrales went.
If you switch off for a second, that little jab lands to the pit. It takes the wind out yourselves, and if you're still there coming forward onto it, that's when the second shot, the second and third phase comes in.
Big smile there from Floyd, talking to the crowd.
Standing on his stool. Oh, on the corner now.
Sonny, picking up on what Daly said, even this is so the crowd can see him. He's got, I think, the crowd at the forefront of his mind. He's come here, he's come to the O2. He doesn't want them to forget. All these little things are consciously done.
Yeah, but not only that, what's it doing to your opponent? What's it doing to the corner when someone's looking over there and saying to you, he's up on the top rope at the moment, he's speaking to the crowd. Look, he's come out now, out of breath, and looking at Floyd, having a rest up on his perch at the top of the tree. A smile on both fighters' face, though.
This is the 8th and final round.
And we get the 8th and final round started.
And Daly, Aaron said he was always looking beyond this bout. If I can be there for 8, if I can put in a good performance, he said, there's future bouts for me, and I agree with him. I'd watch him again. I think he's done himself proud here.
Yeah, he has done himself proud.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what sort of level Chalmers trying slotting in at. I mean, he's not like a spring chicken. He's not a young prospect. He's got a big profile. You know, maybe it is the more influencer type fights that will suit him.
Sonny, I think that's dead right. From what he was saying, he was looking at the winners of a future fight just coming up, and he said, I think that's exactly where he sees himself, Daly, maybe.
Oh, that could be a good avenue. You could start off fighting Anthony Taylor first.
And he's just been in the ring with one of the most influential sportsmen over the last decade, 2 decades. So, you know, going from there, he's going to have a big platform also in boxing, as well as what he brings from his reality TV background.
Oh, beautiful right hand.
But again, with that right hand, and he doesn't load up. He never forces
This
it.
is what scares me and excites me in the same measure. It just goes ping, and it's out there, and it's done.
But it's like when Floyd throws, he throws everything at 80%. Everything's got a cap on it.
Yeah.
Nothing goes completely over the limit. And that's why he never runs out of energy. He never falls in. Every shot's crisp. It's like a video game sometimes. That jab comes out from the first round to the last round, the same, over and over again.
Well, we've had a treat tonight, man, seeing him up close like this.
Daly, I'm just so
for the first
pleased.
time.
Daly, I'm just so pleased it's 8 rounds. It's been a pleasure tonight. Absolutely wonderful evening, full stop. We've had lots of different elements to this, and then the icing on the cake is the Floyd Mayweather you said would turn up.
Yep. And you're here in his interview. I bet you hear the words, I'm just here to have fun.
But I really do think that Chalmers brought out a little performance here. Extra than maybe what Floyd might have thought.
The Chalmers putting up his hands, that's a win for him, you know?
And maybe if Adelaide Bird's on the scorecard for Floyd again.
But the thing is here as well, Sonny, when we talk about him putting on a show for the... What did he do in that last 20 seconds? He called Aaron on and made him miss with every shot with the Floyd that we've watched on video and on tape so many times. And he said to the crowd, look, I've still got this as well. He gave us everything we wanted to see, and even in the last 20 seconds of the last round.
Yeah, I mean, he's given us 30 years of the same. It's the old classic bait and switch over and over again. He stops, he looks at you, he makes you think you can land a shot. And in that thought process, you throw it, he's moved, and he's tagged you. And I think he's just done it again and again and again.
Daly Aaron's over the moon. He's punching the air. He's got a big smile on his face.
Exactly. You know, anyone that steps in there with Mayweather, at this stage of his career, and then it's a win for them, no matter what. Deji, it was a win. That brought him confidence coming out of that fight, and that he stepped in with an all-time great. So anyone that steps in there, they're going to feel like a winner.
And again, I'd love to pick up on the point you made, which I said I think is so valid. They say it's exhibitions, but we've seen an exhibition of skill that everyone can learn from.
And to have a fight like that, you need a good dancing partner. And Aaron Chalmers, you know, he brought it. He didn't back down. So fair play to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the O2 Arena, London, England, a big round of applause for both fighters. From Newcastle, Northeast England, the Joker, Aaron Chalmers. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, TBE Floyd Money Mayweather.
You can see the joy.